Hey guys, welcome back to Small Talk. Small conversations with huge impact. Yeah, I'm laughing right now because I'm actually recording in a hotel here in Manila. And it's just super duper fun to do this daily podcast with you guys. It keeps me accountable as well. But yeah, before anything else, I would like to greet each and every single one of you. Hi, welcome to the show. My name is Alec. I am your host. And if this is your first time listening to the podcast, then welcome to the show. If this is your nth time listening to the podcast, I want to say thank you. I want to say that I'm proud of you for still choosing to just prioritize your growth and your expansion, and making sure that you always take that one step closer to your goals. And so I appreciate you, and just really want to say thank you because especially for the people who are posting the podcast on their Instagram, tagging me at Alec, giving the podcast a 5-star rating review on Spotify as well. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. And so for this episode, I want to share something that um, maybe would be a great reminder for everyone, especially those who are experiencing anxiety. I have caught myself, I think it was last month, where I experienced an anxiety attack. I was like having a hard time breathing, just couldn't collect my thoughts. And it was the first time, I think, over a year that I've experienced that again. And, after I calmed down, I realized that I have certain tools that I use every single time that I have anxieties in my life. And so, of course, we want to understand what is our anxiety. Anxiety is basically when we are too focused on what could happen, and we are really bombarded with our what ifs, right? What if this happens? What if that happens? We're too focused on the past, on the future. If we're focused on the past, probably it would be regret, right? But if we're too worried about the future, that's probably anxiety. And if you are always like just scared of that something bad just might happen in your life, then that's anxiety. And so one thing that I always tell myself, especially in the times that I feel anxiety, is that I am not my thoughts. And that's something that I also want to remind you guys. Whatever your thoughts are, they are not necessarily true unless you choose it to be true. And so for this episode, I want to remind you that you are not your thoughts. I saw this idea being taught by a teacher on TikTok, and she was teaching it to kids. And I realized that that's something that is really important, especially in our days right now, when people have access to a lot of opinions, a lot of knowledge, a lot of insights, and our thoughts are like never ending 24/7, just keep on recurring and just, over the place. Sometimes when our thoughts go into the dark side of life, we got to remind ourselves that we are not our thoughts. Our thoughts are just opinions. Opinions by our brain, by the senses that we perceive. And here's the thing, our minds are so powerful that it can project an image or a scenario in our heads that will never, ever happen. Okay, there might be a small little chance, but how many times have you kind of predicted that this exact thing would happen in your life? Like, for example, if you have a certain scenario in your head, it won't be exactly like that. There's always a different variable, So it would be a totally different scenario. But most of the time, we think that whatever is popping inside our minds, it must be true, right? But our thoughts are not facts. Our thoughts are not truths. Our thoughts are just opinions. And most of the time, we say, I'm not enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. I'm not loved. I'm a bad person. That's a thought. Here's the scary part. If we keep on talking or thinking about that opinion, it becomes such a strong lie that our minds would perceive it as a truth. Tell yourself a lie over and over and over again. Your brain would be tricked into thinking that's true, but it's not. You are not your thoughts. You are a collection of your thoughts. So if you think that you're this kind of person, like for example, okay, you think that you won't be able to reach the goal that you have in your mind. Well, let me tell you one thing, you won't be able to reach the goal that you have in your mind. If you say that I don't think I can play piano, well, let me tell you, you're right. If you always keep on repeating that, you won't have the courage to try to play the piano, and you won't be able to play the piano and learn about it. So now it becomes true. Once you tell a thought or you accept the thought over and over and over again, that's the only time that it becomes a truth. So maybe take this time to ask yourself, like, what are the thoughts that are lies that other people or the society just wants me to accept, that now I'm identifying it as an opinion and nothing else. Nothing more, nothing less. It's just an opinion. In their minds, it loves to have opinions. Our minds love to suggest, and that's okay. But it is within your range of power to decide if you would deem that thought, that opinion, as something real and true. So yeah, you are not your thoughts. You're more than that. Even bigger. So thank you so much for listening to this podcast episode. I hope that you enjoyed this one. If you have any ideas, comments, suggestions, let me know. Send, the people who are sharing this on their Instagram, tagging me at Alec Cuenca. You guys are the oxygen of this podcast. Keep on sharing. Answer the question you can find here in our Spotify app. No? And just really want to say thank you. I appreciate you a lot. And I hope that I can see you guys up until the end of this podcast. So yeah, thank you so much. And just want to say that I appreciate you guys. You guys are always remember that you guys are worth it. You guys are more than enough, and you are loved. So thank you so much. My name is Alec Cuenca. This is Small Talk, Small Conversations with Huge Impact. Now exclusively on Spotify for podcasters. And I will see you in our next episode. Peace.